So this is a visual reference for everything you need to know. The Infographic Guide to Personal Finance, Budgeting and Savings, Investing, Best Debt and Credit, Housing, and was Michael Cavan, CPA, and Elisabeth Larivere. Okay, I'm dyslexic. I'm sorry if I say the names wrong. So I need to get my finances in a line. I've been working on getting my finances in a line. But after online, you see these different YouTube videos of how to get your finance in line, and it's all bullet points, and then people do cash envelopes. That works for me. But actually about finance, I picked this book first because it has pictures and graphs that were more interesting to me to help me see what to do better. I'm more of a visual, and some of them have here's a graph, a picture, and by each line, oh, you're getting out of debt. That didn't compute in my head. I needed something that would compute in my head better for the way I learn. So basically, I didn't want to do personal finance for dummies, but a guide to personal finance, I did, I read, I enjoyed, I liked, I read, I go back to it every once in a while. I don't need to figure out my net worth yet because A, I'm in debt, and B, I'm in debt. I'm living well, but I could do better. So just learning about the different types of debt, how to get out of it a couple different ways, how to save, different ways to save, investing, how to invest, just simple, how to yeah, that's the word, how to simply learn how to do these things. It's just my research to learning and not doing yet. I do cash envelopes because if I have the cash, I can pay for it. Don't have the cash, don't pay for it. I understand that concept. But with the pictures and the graphs, you need to pay on the 4th, you should do this. Things, there's do's and don'ts with pictures to represent something. That goes in my head a lot better than just the do's and the don'ts. But what do you mean for this do? Okay, so the do's and don'ts of credit card. Do pay your bill on time. Yes, they have with this 4 and stuff like that there, it just connects to my head a little better. I don't have a credit card. I haven't had a credit card in years. I paid it off. I just didn't get one. My credit's down the drain because I have lots of student loans, and I've paid, but my mom's been helping me pay. I need a better job, but I'm understanding how to get out of debt. Maybe the different types of loans to buy a house. I do need a new car. Simply put, my personal finance is a mess. But I am getting help with my student loans. Not everybody could get help with their student loans, which makes perfect sense that I should get better with everything for myself right now. So this is just the first book. I just needed those visuals. I bought my first car. I had to have my parents co-sign just so I have credit, because at that time I had no credit, no credit card, no nothing. And then I got a credit card and paid off a lot of my car debt, and then got refinanced and got my parents off of it. Some of those things I did without knowing I should do on this book, and then realized, okay, I didn't totally screw up my finances then, but when I went back to school later in life, oh, I screwed up just a little bit, but I don't have a credit card anymore, so I can't screw it up that badly anymore. But it was bad, and I might get a credit card to, it goes into detail, do's and don'ts, and oh, all I know, my debt to income ratio is horrible at the moment. I have a paid off car, but lots of student loan debt, and that's the only debt I have, except for medical debt that I need to find where it is. That I think it happened in New York, and if it happened in New York and I'm in California, yeah, but I've been slowly using this to get to a budget that I could work with in cash envelopes, because if I put it on my debit card, it's like free money if I swipe it all the time. Like, I can't do that. So I understand I need to do better, so I'm learning. And this was just my first step into personal finance to learn. It's a simple little book, but it made it more understandable to me, which my personal finance, I need to understand it. So get something that makes it understandable and buy it so I could understand and go back and refresh. But I do use this book and I enjoy it, and everything's forever evolving, so I like having something that's easy for me to relate to look back at, because budgets are easily revolving, because gas prices were up to almost $7 a gallon. Like, if it's that, I have to cut back here to do this here. But I had the book to remind me to do these things. I would recommend it. I enjoyed it. But I don't talk money with people. My personal finances is in the number, but I don't talk money to my family and stuff. But I'm getting better.